What happens when you take a city car out of the city? Well, I'm about to point the nose of the world's smallest four-seat car down to Nashville, Tennessee, to figure out exactly how such a strange, small car came to be.
I tried to change for her the things she don't like, but it just ain't enough.
Once you're inside the Scion IQ, there is a lot of room. I swear to you, I am over 6 feet tall. There's tons of headroom, generous space for my legs. You don't really feel want for space. It's almost like a minivan until you look in the rearview mirror and you realize that the rear defroster is almost close enough to warm the back of your neck.
If she would take me back.
I mean, it is slightly odd to be driving a point A to point B city car on the highway for such a long distance. It's not terrible. I could not see doing this every day, but you know, for once in a while, visiting your grandparents that live 1,000 kilometers away, I mean, it's not that bad. This car has a 1.3 liter four-cylinder motor, 94 horsepower. I mean, it's not overpowered by any stretch of the imagination. It's also not underpowered. I mean, I'm keeping up with traffic. I'm passing trucks on the highway.
Everybody wants someone to hold.
I've been driving south all day, drafting trucks down the I-75, and it seems only fitting that our second fuel stop would be outside of Kentucky Speedway. You know, the more I drive the IQ, the more I like it. You know, at first, being a small car, you're kind of hearing noises and you're feeling bumps that you don't normally feel in a big car. I mean, after a while, you just sort of get used to them. It's not really compromised by bad road surfaces. There's enough power to keep up with traffic. I mean, it's reasonably quiet in here as well. It's one of those cars where you'd buy to be a city car, but you could definitely take it 5 or 6 hours to a trip out east or out west or wherever you're going. I mean, the IQ, if you can manage the smaller size, like, you're really not giving up that much in terms of passenger like capacity. You know, you lose out on a trunk, but let's face it, most of the time you got 2 people, your luggage, and that's really all you need. We can do about 380 kilometers to a tank as well. It's just a smallish 32-liter tank, so you're not going to be driving across country on one tank of gas, but I mean, for hopping city to city, it's certainly not bad. I mean, with the small tank too, you have the nice added bonus of the nozzle clicking after not too long. So it always feels a little less expensive than it really is. Well, we're finally here in Nashville, Tennessee, home of the Lane Motor Museum. We drove 1,300 kilometers to pay homage to the mini and micro cars that came before the Scion IQ.
But there's one thing, baby, I want you to know. My friends all put you down, but I stuck up for you. And now, girl, I have found you had been untrue.
Now, you've seen the Fiat 500, Mini Cooper, Citroen 2CV, and Volkswagen Beetle before. Enough have been made that you could literally replace every single person in Canada with one. And each represents a different approach to the problem of creating an inexpensive small car. And of course, each has its very own story to tell.